Hi everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Creative Corner, and I have today some very pretty heavily beaded medallions and some panels towards the end of this video. But I'm going to start off with some appliques and trim. First up is a variety pack of appliques. I'm going to come down. I went back on my shelf and got out all the ones that I had one or two of left. In this variety pack you will get one of this one. I'm going to go fairly quickly through these because I have a lot to get through today. One of this one. One of this one. That one is very shiny. A couple of pink ones. One that is this size, one that is a little bit bigger, pink, one of this one of this one, similar to that one but it has a little bit more on it, one of this little medallion, one of this one is heavily beaded, a little bit larger medallion embroidered. That one can be cut up further. And we're getting to the larger ones. One of this one with the swirls. One of this avail. This is more of a cream color, nicely beaded and sequined. And then finally one cut work. Looks like this. Let's get a real pretty flower in the center of it. So that is lot A, and I am asking $8 for this set, and I only have 2 sets available. This trim, I have some pink trim. This may already be spoken for. I'm waiting on an answer, but if she doesn't take all of it, then it's up for grabs. This is a pretty embroidered, pink embroidered scalloped trim with, I think those are iridescent sequins and pearl beads. It is about 2 inches thick, 2 inches deep. Oops. And this is what it looks like up close. You see the iridescent catching the light. Very pretty. So this is lot B. I'm asking $2.75 per yard for this, and I have 7 yards available. If you are interested in this, go ahead and still email me and I will let you know whether it has already been spoken for or not. So that is lot B. Lot C is a set of 3 cream appliques. They're all the same. You might get one facing the other direction, but they're all the same applique. These are embroidered with iridescent sequins and pearl beads. They have a pretty crosshatch with flowers on it. So that's what these look like. They measure 6.5 inches by 3 inches. So this is lot C, a set of 3 embroidered, and I am asking $2.25 for this set. And I have 4 sets available. Lot D is a set of bodice pieces. They will come to you just the way you see them, with satin around, and you will need to you'll most likely have to cut around most of it. There's a few stitches from the beads that go through, but it's a set of actually 4 bodice pieces. You've got this kind of medallion here. I'll come in close in a minute. You have this piece that was on the back, and this long one is, which it actually has 2 large appliques on it. This is 16 inches, and you'll get this large medallion as well that's on tulle with appliques all the way around it. And coming close so you can see the detail. This probably has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 appliques on it. All of these pieces come on the satin, and you will also get a satin rose. It's a rose with 4 leaves coming off of it. That's pretty. So this is a set of 4 bodice pieces, a set of 3 bodice plus the rose, and I am asking $5 for this set, and I have 2 sets available, and that was Lot D. Lot E is also a bodice piece, but this is from the front. Come all the way up. Also is from the same dress. It's on the front of the dress, and it'll come to you just like this on the satin. It comes all the way up here. It measures 21 inches from the top here down to the bottom there, and about 12 inches across at the widest point. And this is the little medallion that's in the center, and then this pretty rose here. Clear sequins, pearl beads. And then at the bottom you have these appliques on both sides. And then coming up to the top you have these pearl swirls, and then more appliques on the sides. So that is Lot E, front bodice piece, and I am asking $4.50 for this piece. Lot F, now we're starting to get into the heavily beaded pieces. Lot F is actually a piece from a sleeve of a dress. It is heavily beaded. It measures 16 inches by about 8 inches at the widest point up there. And this is what the beadwork looks on here. This piece right here is covered in beads and sequins and very pretty embroidery work. Cross hatches have pearls in the center of them. You see that? And then these big teardrop pearls down here, and very heavily beaded at the bottom. I'm going to pan up slowly so you can see the appliques on here. This is on a tulle, so you will be able to cut this up further. There is a small satin border along the edge. I wouldn't have been able to save all this pretty beadwork if I tried to get it off the satin. So this beautiful piece is Lot F, and I'm asking $5 for it, and I have 2 available. Lot G is the other half of the sleeve, the upper part of the sleeve. This is absolutely beautiful. It measures 16 inches by 10 inches, and it has all of these rows and rows of iridescent bugle beads. The chevron pattern is the bugle beads, and then it has the heavily beaded appliques all along the side. So let me show you the close-up of this one. You've got the bugle beads bordered by rows of pearls on the chevrons. And then you've got at the point the heavily beaded appliques going up the sides. Up to these beautiful flowers at the top. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. This was a beautiful, beautiful dress. Especially the bodice on this one. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful. Lot G, I am asking $6 for this large medallion, and I have 2 of these available. H is also a medallion. It is heavily beaded, large beads, clear sequins, very pretty embroidery. It measures 11 inches by 5 inches, and this is what this one, you've seen these, I think you've seen these before. I've had this dress before, and I have several of it. Very pretty, heavily beaded. This is completely removed from the satin. There's no satin on these. Very, very pretty. In this light, it's almost looking like these are iridescent, but they're not. They're clear. Lot H, heavily beaded medallion. I have 3 of these, and I'm asking $4.75 for this gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Lot I. Now we're getting to the really good stuff. Let's see if I can lay this out so you can see it good. Lot I is, excuse me, the piece from around the neck of the bodice with all these gorgeous dangles coming off of it. They're all there. It measures about 11 inches from the top here down to the bottom, not counting the dangles, down to the bottom of the applique. Oops, a bit too close. You can see the gorgeous dangles. And very pretty heavily beaded appliques that come off the side of it, going up either side. This was around the neck, so there is the closure, hook closure that was on it. So this is Lot I. I only have 1 of these, and I'm asking $6 for this gorgeous piece. And lastly, but certainly not least, I have this gorgeous, heavily beaded medallion with dangles at the bottom of it. This measures 14 inches, not counting the dangles, by 7 inches. It is absolutely covered in beads and sequins and rows and rows and rows of these little bugle beads. This is so beautiful. I'm going to come in close so you can see these rows of iridescent bugle beads. They're like twisted, and they go all over it. Everywhere you see a swirl, like down here, you're going to see these gorgeous bugle beads. Absolutely beautiful. so you can see all the detail. It is so beautiful. So, so beautiful. I can only imagine the time it took to do something like this. Beautiful flower with rice beads at the very top of the medallion. And then, of course, you have all your gorgeous dangles at the bottom. So that gorgeous piece is the last piece for today. It is lot J. I only have one available, and I'm asking $12 for this beautiful piece. And that's all I have for today. If you're interested in anything you've seen in this video, as always, the instructions on how to order are in the description box below. I am going to visit my mom today instead of tomorrow, so if I don't answer right away, don't think that I didn't get your email. I may be, especially this afternoon, I may be out with Mom, so if you're interested, email me as soon as possible this morning if you could. That's all I have for today. Bye for now.